Hey everybody, welcome back to my Slice of Heaven. I'm Joey. We didn't make it to the farm this past weekend, but I still wanted to show you a video. So I'm going to show you what happens when you neglect your seedlings. As most of you all know, I grow chestnuts from seeds every year. Also grow Paw Paw from seeds, and this year I tried Persimmon, American Persimmon, I tried American Plum and Mexican Plum. And I also grafted some apples this year. So what I want to show you is, about 2 weeks ago, everything was looking fine. Temperatures got back up into the hundreds. I mean, we was at 107 for like 3 days in a row. We weren't home, so I couldn't keep on top of my watering. So first thing we want to do is take a look at the Paw Paws, and they're pretty much gone. They're dead. I never did get them transplanted early enough, and I did not have my shade cloth on, so let me just show you. So you can see the ones in the taller pots here are doing okay, but the ones I had in the little 4-inch pots are not doing okay. I still have 2 Paw Paws I could probably save out of, what is it, 100. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant those 2 right there into these bigger pots because I have a couple that didn't grow. I'll put them back in here, put a shade cloth over them, water them again, and they're just drying out so fast because of this heat. Now over here I had persimmon. And this was my first year growing persimmon, and these trees looked beautiful 2 weeks ago. We have been away from the house, and they were calling for a bunch of rain this past weekend. Well, wouldn't you know, it missed us. And I try to keep up on the watering when I'm here, but like I said, we've been away from the house quite often, and they just dry out so fast in these little pots. I just never got them transplanted, but there's quite a few in here I think I can still save, and I'm going to get on that today. Right here, these are the apple trees. And these apple trees are from a variety called Zestar. I actually have 2 of them. I have one there and one right there. You can see that one's leaning really bad. I actually would like to, we're actually going to be moving this winter. So I'm thinking I might try it too when this goes dormant. I know it's pretty big. Dig it up and see if I can move it with me, because it does have a little bit of sentimental value. My son and I planted that tree in 2016. And he passed away in 2020, and I sure would like to take that tree with me, but I don't know if I can or not. It's kind of big. I definitely took cuttings off of it. I did take cuttings off of it this over last winter. Grafted some trees. I grafted 10 of these Zestars that me and my son planted, and all 10 of those took. Now, with that being said, though, in the past 2 weeks I have one of them that looks a little wilted. The rest of them seem to be doing fine. So let's go around back. My arm's getting tired. I want to switch, but I keep blocking the camera. So around back is where most of my damage is that I really care about. It's the chestnuts. I took on a pretty big thing this past year, and I planted over 1,000 nuts. Before then, my biggest attempt was like 750, and I just ran out of room this year, and I can't move nothing around because I have no room. It's just, they grew faster this year than any other year before, and I just got a little, like I said, we haven't been here. And well, let me show you this first set here. So these trees are mostly all chestnuts. This is one of my apple grafts right here. This is another one of my apple grafts. These are all the American plums. Well, not all of them. These are some of them. And the squirrels keep getting in here and digging in my pots. This here is a red oozer dogwood, which looks like it's doing really well. But you can see all my chestnuts are pretty much burnt up. A lot of these will come back. They'll lose their leaves, but they'll still come back maybe. Most likely they will. I mean, that's what they've done in the past when I've had a few that did this. Some of them may be dead, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these will come back. They just need to get under shade. And for me to keep up on the water a little bit better. Now over here, I've never had that before. Never had that happen before where the trees actually grew higher than my cage. They're coming through my wire. I'm going to have to cut that wire just to get these trees out of here now. This was my last year for this setup anyway. Like I said, we're going to be moving over to winter. In this front row you can't see them because there's a little bit of grass growing up right now, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the apple trees that I grafted. These are the American plums. They're doing fine. They're all changing their color. I don't know if they usually do that this time of year. I mean, it's the 1st of September. Here's some more of the apples that I grafted right below. Now I only grafted 2 types of apples. I grafted 10 of the apples that was on the front yard, which are Zestars, and I just grafted 10 trees of a cultivar called Yarlington Mill. And those are my apples right there. They're growing through my cage too. I need to get them off of there. Now overall though, the chestnuts in this front cage here did really well. They're just outgrowing my cage and I have nowhere to put them right now. And yeah, there's a couple, 1 or 2 dead ones in there, but this is what they usually look like about this time of the year. And they're looking really good. It's just this area right here also gets shade from the morning sun because the sun is actually behind me now, but the house gives it shade in the morning, so they usually do really well right here. These were a little bit of trees I was going to do an experiment with this year. This is actually a 3-year-old chestnut of a pane cultivar. It's a seedling from a pane cultivar. These are all seedlings of different cultivars. I tried to graft these 4 this year. They did not take. Again, these just get way too much sun and not enough shade, in my opinion. Here's where we keep our firewood for sales when we bring it here. We have enough we usually only sell a face cord at a time. I mean, if somebody wants a cord, we can get it for them, but we usually only stack like 4 face cords at a time. But I do have an idea how to save some of these trees right here. You can see I have the 10-foot pieces of PVC. I'm actually going to drive a rebar in the ground, 3 of them. And then I got 3 cinder blocks I'm going to put on this side and stretch that pole from one side to the other and put the shade cloth on it. See if that helps it. Well guys, that's all I got. I just wanted to show you what was going on here at the house because I didn't get to make a video this past weekend. And that's basically it. I'm going to get to work and try to save those few trees from around front. Go ahead and, like I said, set up a shade cloth on these trees. That should help them. But that's all I got. I just want to show you what was going on at the house and show you how bad I neglected my trees this year. I just don't have space. I took on a big job this year by trying to plant 1,000 trees, and I just don't have the space for it here. That kind of hurt me. But that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe you didn't like the video, but you just like me, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, y'all have a great day.